Oh, look at the condition of your mind. Antiquated ideas, bungling, false concepts, superstition.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Hello, greetings, and welcome. Welcome to the Stereo 999 YouTube channel. I'm your host, the artist formerly known as Stereo Steve. And this week I'm going to jump on a vinyl tag that's been kind of puttering around the vinyl community. And then I got shouted out to participate. So I'm like, okay, I will participate. And that is the Sad Bastard vinyl tag.
I'm going to throw this ball into the court of Stereo Steve at Stereo 999. He has a super eclectic record collection. I'm sure he can come up with some great Sad Bastard songs.
And, you know, I kind of went through my records. I was digging out some of my go-to sad songs like The Loneliest Person in the World, Helplessly Hoping, you know. And then when I'm going down the list of the questions, it's not the same as like the songs that I was thinking of. Because, you know, there's a lot of different ranges of, you know, it's, you know, sad songs can cheer you up, you know, because human misery takes on many forms. Or, you know, seldom does a sad song make things worse. Because, you know, you can kind of immerse yourself in the sad music and then you feel better after going through the little trip of it. But anyway, I'm just going to go down these 13 questions. They were started by the digital gramophone. I'll put a link to that video. That was the start of this whole thread. And then you can search out and see. Because, yeah, a good amount of people have jumped on this thread, including Cosmic Brian, who nominated me to participate. But anyway, I'm going to go down these 13 questions, and we will see. We will see. All right. An overplayed sad song. And there are a bunch, but I'm going to pick for my overplayed sad song, Dust in the Wind by Kansas. It's a good song, you know. But it was on the radio relentlessly back in the day when it was a hit. I think even still to this day, classic rock radio like dredges out this song. And this is a good album. But dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. I mean, that song was so prevalent that I saw an ad that said, "We are more than dust in the wind. Jesus tells us why." Question 2, it says, you're listening to an album and somebody walks in and says, "What is this sad bastard shit?" Now, what got my attention in that question was album. And I wanted an excuse for this thread to show this album cover, because nothing captures the feeling of being a sad bastard than this. Frank Sinatra, No One Cares. And as you can see, Frank is sitting with his drink and, you know, bearing the weight of the world, you know, if you loved and lost like Frank, you know. But nobody else seems to give a shit. They're just partying. You know, he's at the bar just staring into the vortex of his whiskey. And meanwhile, life goes on, you know. It's a big party. And Frank's not invited. But he's going to do something about it. He's going to sing. He's going to sing some fucking songs. You know. Just Friends. I'll Never Smile Again. Can't Get Started. Stormy Weather. A sad album to many, but a dance party to you. And that was kind of tough, but I decided for that I was gonna draw your attention to Talk, Talk, Talk by the Psychedelic Furs. This is their second album, and the hit song off of this was Pretty in Pink. But in a nutshell, most of these songs are about relationships gone sour and breakups and loneliness. But at the same time, this album takes me back to the fun time that was the 80s when I put it on and listened to it. Question number 4. It's a love song, but it's sad. And I wanted to talk about this next song because a cover of this song has kind of taken on a life of its own. But I've not really heard too many people talk about the original version of the song. This is the Everly Brothers. The album is A Date with the Everly Brothers. And the song is Love Hurts, which of course was transformed into a power ballad by Nazareth later on in the 70s. But yeah, the original version of Love Hurts, it's more of a sad country song with the trademark Everly Brothers harmony vocals. All right, a favorite sad lyric is question number 5, and I've shown this record a couple of times before. Val Stocklin with Gray Life, and he was in a 60s garage band called the Blue Things, but then he made this solo album, kind of gloomy, downer folk rock with orchestrations added by the producer that he wasn't entirely happy with. But they give it a nice 60s vibe, in my opinion. But the first song on here, called Say It's Not Over, there's a line where he sings, all the ashes in the fireplace are all the songs and poems I wrote about you. Yeah, in your face. But yeah, that'll be my favorite. One of my favorite sad lyrics. A breakup song or album. That's question number 6. A breakup song or album. And what is the quintessential breakup album? Well, I do not own a copy of Marvin Gaye's Here My Dear, so I'm going to say Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. All of these songs are basically his thoughts about the divorce that he had just gone through. And it varies in the range of emotions. There are kind of sad, contemplative songs like Simple Twist of Fate. There's songs like Idiot Wind, where he just, gets mad. This album had 2 different covers. I mean, the front cover looks like this, but then some of them, the back cover has this drawing, and some of them, the back cover has liner notes. If you know which one is the original one, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is a quintessential breakup album. Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. Question number 7. Your favorite song by the Smiths. And I put a lot of effort into avoiding having to hear the Smiths most of the time. But that being said, there are a couple of songs by them that I like. And they're all on this album, Hat Full of Hollow. And How Soon Is Now. That's the jam. That crazy fuzz guitar. And I am human and I need to be loved. And yeah, I can dig that. The saddest song by a popular band is question number 8. And I could have gone a bunch of different ways, but I decided to just go with the no-brainer. Daryl Hall, John Oates, Hall & Oates, from their album Abandoned Luncheonette. She's gone. I paid a devil to replace her. She's gone. What went wrong? And that is the saddest Hall & Oates song. Probably one of the best Hall & Oates songs. And you know what? Listen to that and Baby Come Back, back to back. Baby Come Back by Player, and you can hear the influence. You know, and this is just sad. It's like the abandoned little food truck in the middle of the wilderness. It's almost post-apocalyptic.
This game is in the mind.
He's walking across the street shots. Yeah, that's the best kind. Tear in Your Beer, a sad country song. And the first one that came to mind, it's kind of corny, but that's kind of the charm of, you know, most country songs are kind of corny. But Down Came the World by Wynn Stewart. I found this at a thrift store. It was down, down, down came the world. I could drink a beer to that. It's about he bet everything on this one girl, and down, down came the world. Okay. Your favorite sad soundtrack to a sad movie. All right, well, for that, I'm going to say Magnolia. I mean, is it the saddest weird movie ever made? Or is it the weirdest sad movie ever made? All I know is it's 3 hours long, and it doesn't feel like it's 3 hours long. And it takes you down a roller coaster of emotions following these different characters and how their lives are interconnected. And mostly songs by Amy Mann on the soundtrack. she does a nice version of One Is the Loneliest Number, which kind of ties the whole movie together. But her songs really tie the movie together. There's also a couple of Supertramp songs in this, but yeah. Magnolia, sad movie, sad soundtrack. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Question number 11. I'm Only Happy When It Rains, a Rainy Day album. Well, I am going to draw your attention to one of the cornerstones of sad bastard music. Cornerstone, if you will, Conor Oberst and his band Bright Eyes from Nebraska. It rains a lot in Nebraska. But this is, on vinyl it's a double album, on CD it's one CD. Lifted, where the story is in the soil, keep your ear to the ground. And this is just very ambitious, very emotional. It goes through a range of feelings and also goes through a range of textures. I mean, a lot of it, some of it is well-produced studio recordings, and some of it sounds like he just recorded in his room on a cassette player. Like it's just their personal tape recordings that you're listening to for some reason. And it's a good album, you know. It's a good album if you're, you know, if it's a rainy day and you're just stuck in the house and put on an album. And question number 12, which will bring it full circle. The sappiest, corniest, happiest bullshit song you've ever heard. Okay, and I am going to precede this by a little story of back in my days of doing college radio. And my station that I was on, KUSF, in San Francisco, we were one of the first stations to embrace all things Robin Hitchcock and Soft Boys. His solo album, Fegmania, awesome record, was huge on the station. And word got out that his old band, the Soft Boys, their guitarist, Kimberly Rue, had a new band. And so we started playing Kimberly Rue, Soft Boys guitarist's new band, which was called Katrina and the Waves. And we played a little song, Walking on Sunshine, a few too many times because it was catchy. And suddenly it was everywhere. Suddenly commercial radio was playing the hell out of it. You walk into a supermarket or a shopping mall, you'd hear it. There was no escape from this damn song. It was making me want to just Hulk smash every time I heard this damn song. And then there was that scene in the movie High Fidelity where Jack Black was dancing to this song. And that brings this tag, this video, this questionnaire full circle.
Okay, buddy. I was just trying to cheer us up, so go ahead. Put on some old sad bastard music, see if I care.
Finally, question number 13. Shout out a sad bastard to do this vinyl tag. But I wasn't sure, but then this guy's video came up in my recommendations. This guy is usually pretty happy. The Martin's Vinyl from across the pond. And Martin's Vinyl, if you're watching and you think this is a fun idea for a video, do a sad bastard vinyl tag. Alright, all you sad bastards, all you happy children born in wedlock, and everyone in between, I wish you peace, love, and happiness. And thanks for watching. If you're sad, in most cases, it does not last. if you really feel like you're down in the shit and you need help, do what you have to do to get help, because you're part of the world and the world is part of you.